outside, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Enough passing blunders. Let's show some love to our shooters.
He missed.
That's all day!
Shut up.
I'm sorry that I've done this to you all.
Keep shooting that. Shut up.
I don't even want to watch these anymore. Come on! Goodness! But hey, whatever life throws at you, just stay on your own feet and stand tall.
And it's a serious look this Indiana team had as they arrived at the arena earlier on. That's the United States Supreme Court building here in our nation's capital. We're coming to you today from Washington, D.C. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Now, we get a chance to check out some stats for Bradley Beal.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. The Wizards have struggled the last couple of years, so some people were surprised that Bradley Beal signed an extension there. Beal said, "Today, a lot of stars want to team up. No knock, but I'm a firm believer in sticking with what you got. If I win a championship in D.C., That'll hold way more weight than if I just left and tried to get one. Kevin?
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Karis LeVert is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the small forward. And for Washington, we've got Alex Len. Matthews out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Beal in at the 2. And the Pacers start off with the ball. LeVert with it. And Turner kicks to Brogdon. Back to Turner. Brogdon outside. 4 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. Here's Washington. Len finds Westbrook. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Beal against LeVert. Brogdon outside. Takes a 3. And it's LeVert missing. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That stroke is all about focus for Westbrook. When he's dialed in and he's got his balance, mark it up.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Brogdon. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And Westbrook, here we go. No good that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now, here's Brogdon, following the miss by Russell Westbrook.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook.
Oh, what a play!
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Beal on the double team. Just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Some nice passing here by Indiana. That's tipped. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And finished off by Beal.
Wow, Beal's tenaciousness paying off. He works so hard, and then he'll catch you unprepared and make you pay for it.
They grabbed their own miss. Wizards leading by 6. Here's Westbrook, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
One shot.
Pacers trail by 9. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. They get a hand on it. Will it go? And Sabonis finishes it off.
Boy, I love the aggressive nature with which Sabonis offensive rebounds. He hustles, he's got great energy, but he's also pretty skilled. And you saw all of that right there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest that game against the Detroit Pistons. The pass to Sabonis. Now Brogdon. He dishes it to Turner from outside the arc, and there's Brogdon on the assist by Turner. Brogdon's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pacers. For three, Westbrook bangs home the trifecta. Westbrook's got 15 points.
Hey, we know this guy's a dynamic scorer, but what Westbrook really is an energetic, intense competitor.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 5.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense. He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
The wide open look here for Holiday. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Wizards leading by 15. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you've set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue is.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now.
And how about that sky-high ranking in terms of blocks per game? Sometimes that can indicate a team's allowing too many drives to the rim, but it's sure nice to have bigs who can send it away as a last resort.
Pacers trail by 17. To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Westbrook's got 17. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Now, here's LeVert. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Len with it. Brogdon picks him up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
And for his size, Hachimura moves well. He can surprise the defender when he's on the go like that.
The Wizards have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Alex Len. McDermott's checked in for Indiana. Aaron Holiday comes in for Karis LeVert. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Holiday. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. He kicks it to Turner. Pass to Brogdon. Back to Turner. Outside Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Beal, that's for 2. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Beal's got 9 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And Westbrook, here we go. And it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner, hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Wizards leading by 20. There's Beal with the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Knocks it loose. Beal with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Beal's running. And finished off by Beal.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Passes to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Inside, Holiday. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And the Wizards making a change here. Bonga's checked in. Both free throws good from Holiday. Wizards leading by 23. And here's Neto outside. Rebounded by Lamb.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Fires for 3. He's off on that one.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Tipped away. To the middle. Here's Avdia. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. No good from Lamb. Bonga deciding where to go with it. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Pacers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Lamb passes to McDermott. Here's McConnell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Holiday with the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
And Turner kicks to Holiday. Up top, McConnell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Outside, Lamb. Stolen by Avdia. To the inside. Here's Neto. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. Holiday, no one around him. And it's good off the back rim and in. Holiday's got 7 points in the game. Here's Lopez. Drops one in from the wing. And here are the Pacers now. Greg, good to see Jeremy Lamb back on the floor after his injury. He can still be a productive wing, you think, off the bench for this team.
No doubt about it. More of a finisher for this team. Lamb shouldn't have any lingering effects coming off that ACL. His game's diverse enough to get shots anywhere in the half court. And he'll continue to be a productive player for the foreseeable future.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
He misses the free throw. Robinson's checked in for Lopez. And he sinks the second. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shots good by Turner.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, if you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Neto can't get it to go.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
29 seconds left in the first. Got that one up quick.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to McDermott. Back to Holiday. Now here's McDermott, guarded closer. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. finished off the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And so it's Washington out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Right back after this break. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the joys of playing at home.
Being yourself, being in your own comfortable setting, and then arena packed full of your own fans rooting and cheering you on. That's constant motivation and just energy, that puts us into this mindset that we have to win at home.
Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. Two advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court for Indiana, McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Miles Turner out there with Doug McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the small forward. McConnell finds McDermott. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Washington fast break. Yes, that goes in. Robinson's got his second basket.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against San Antonio, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge. +8 in the rebound differential, one more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Lamb, here we go. It's blocked.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, playing in front of so many people, has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
Alex Lenz checked in for the Wizards. Beal comes in for Robinson. Then for the Pacers, Sabonis comes in for McDermott, and Karis LeVert subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. He's off on the second.
With Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years. And has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter and finished off by Beal.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the pass to Sabonis. LeVert with it. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Gafford.
And Clark, at the moment, you could argue that it's the defense that's the best asset for Turner at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, Greg. I think clearly that's his strong suit right now. He's got a terrific shot in terms of mechanics and range. I think you'd like to see him be a little more consistent with his selection and then develop a more reliable low-post go-to move.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
McConnell passes to LeVert. Launches it. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And dialing up the 3 ball, he finally puts it into the 14-0 run by Washington.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunities.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. 5th is Bradley Beal.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Here's LeVert, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. LeVert's got his first points of the night.
You got to D-up LeVert better than that, but I mean, he excels at scoring over the defense.
And he's good on the 3-ball. 24 points for Beal.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. You take a look at the Pacers. Right now, they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season. And, of course, the Washington Wizards, 5 games behind.
And right now, for the Pacers, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Pass to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid at getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Turner. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
The Pacers making a change here. Brogdon's checked in. Westbrook against Brogdon. And that one's good. Westbrook.
Well, the thing that jumps out at you about Westbrook is his dynamic athleticism, but his mechanics, very sound, too.
Ball's knocked loose, and now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Nice jump shot. Good. Brogdon's got 10 points.
Nice feed. Just like his dad, Sabonis is an excellent passing big man. The passing gene was passed on.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Wizards making a switch here. Lopez is checked in Indiana with a change here too. Holiday's checked in. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
Get some stats for Westbrook. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. First in assists, 12th in rebounding, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Down low.
Knowing when to inject himself into the offense, LeVert concentrates on taking good shots.
Here's Beal, and Washington again with the bucket.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And Holiday, here we go. Passes it to Sabonis. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
For Washington, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
One shot.
That one misses for Westbrook.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
Outside Holiday for 3, Brogdon. That shot missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to LeVert. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists tonight.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Washington's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting 1.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
The Wizards have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. McDermott comes in for Miles Turner, and it's Lamb in there for Karis LeVert. And that one falls for Westbrook.
Hey, making history is part of Russell Westbrook's DNA. Remember when he averaged a triple-double for 3 seasons in a row?
And Westbrook throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Holiday looking for an opening. Here's Sabonis. And the three off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Brogdon outside. There's the pass to Lamb. Here's Sabonis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
For 3, Westbrook. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Brogdon outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Brogdon's got 5 points in the quarter. And Westbrook, here we go. And the layup is good.
Boy, this is Westbrook at his absolute best. Attacking, getting into the lane, and finishing in style.
Westbrook against Brogdon. Here's McDermott. Brogdon, a good look. That one doesn't go. And Washington the other way now.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebound by the Wizards. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And finished off by Westbrook.
You know, one of the things you have to do to try to stop Westbrook is get physical with him. Bumping, slow him down some, especially on drives where he's looking to go right downhill, down your throat.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. And it falls over the rim and in. Brogdon's got 15 points.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
That one goes in.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Wizards making a switch here. Bonga's checked in.
For your Wizards, Isaac Bonga.
And Indiana shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. And it's Brogdon off the drive. And Holiday kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Brogdon. Sabonis against Lopez. Clock at 6. And that one drops. Sabonis has got 12 points now in the quarter.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Hachimura, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Wing shot on the way. Good on the jump shot. He's got 8.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
With 1 on the clock. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Washington out in front, running away with this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Bradley, a strong first half for you and the team. It looked like you guys really were ready to play. Was that something Coach emphasized?
Yeah, most definitely. We wanted to hit them first. We weren't going to check any temperatures, as he said, so we were not going to just let guys do what they want to do. We're going to come out and be the aggressor, and we did that.
Obviously have to maintain that in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. And I'm Kevin Harlan. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 4 rebounds, and 2017's most valuable player, Russell Westbrook, averaged a triple-double for 3 straight seasons. Kenny, have you ever seen a lead guard who worked harder than the Brody?
Lead guard. No. He plays with the heart every night. You know, he plays with that intensity every night. You know, if I tried to do that when I was playing, I would be sleeping. I couldn't come back. This guy plays with intensity, Shaq, that only few have played with. Shaq, you know anyone like that?
Not really, but you hear the sound right here?
What's that? Sounds like a motor?
An incredible motor, yeah. Good job, Kenny.
Okay.
It's interesting to see how he adapts as he gets older.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
With just his attitude and the way he goes on the floor every night?
You?
AI.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you.
Artificial intelligence. I like it, Ernie.
Yeah. Who's AI?
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Washington shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Rui Hachimura out there with Alex Len. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Matthews in at the 3. That's the group for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Outside to Brogdon. From downtown. And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Westbrook. Again, the Wizards score.
Yeah, you know, Westbrook is dangerous from everywhere, and he seems to be quite comfortable operating in the mid-range, too.
Brogdon inside the line. No good on that one. And the Wizards now going the other way.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard. Gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
The Pacers shooting in this game, 45%. Now LeVert. And Turner kicks to LeVert. A shot by Sabonis, nobody around, and the Pacers can't get it to go. And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him up top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, Brogdon has such outstanding vision as a playmaker. Easily spots the wide-open man there.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The Wizards have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Shooting one.
Free throw good, Westbrook. Brogdon with it. 15 points in the game. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
And let's take a look now at LeVert's numbers. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. Averaging about 16 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Over in the corner, Turner. Second chance shot, and LeVert finishes inside. LeVert's got 12 in the game.
And, you know, we've talked about LeVert's vertical before, guys, and they're using it to be a force on the glass.
Javier checked in for Washington. Raul Neto comes in for Russell Westbrook. Washington calls timeout.
And, guys, Caris LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. And fifth on the list is Sabonis.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
LeVert the pass to Turner. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Wizards have gone as spotless, 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Kicks it to Holiday. Passes it to LeVert. To the middle. And Turner at the basket on the assist by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists in the game. Wizards have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break.
And there's that creativity from Beal. When he's in flight, boy, he's going to show you something special.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Poked loose. Beal with the steal by himself. And finished off by Beal.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Beal's got 38 points. The Pacers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pass to LeVert. Over in the corner, Turner. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. Sabonis has got 18 points in the game.
The hard way there, guys. Sabonis, a tough player, does not shy away from contact.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Here's Brogdon. He's got 15. Outside, Sabonis. Back to LeVert. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Boy, LeVert gets really good elevation when finishing. So smooth around the rim.
Hachimura, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Wizards. And that one falls for Hachimura. Now, here's McConnell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Over in the corner, Turner. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Indiana's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Outside Holiday, and Indiana, another 3.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Beal's got 43 points.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
And a nice play by Sabonis as he scores. Sabonis has got 20 points.
Value added whenever Sabonis catches the hot hand. Excellent at getting to his spot and capitalizing. Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Beal against LeVert. Outside Holiday. But they recover it. Sabonis kicks to Holiday. Second shot opportunity. They get it back. Turner. And it's denied. Now, here's Avdia. Guarded by Holiday. Avdia gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Count that one.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Washington's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Fires from 14, and he overshot that one, missing. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. LeVert the pass to Sabonis. It's blocked. And here's Avdia. He's got 11. Neto with the bucket.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
The Pacers shooting in the second half so far about 45%. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
To the inside. And Turner with the basket on the assist by McConnell. Turner's got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
Here's McConnell. The pass to LeVert. On the wing, Holiday. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Holiday's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Indiana. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's McConnell. Banked in off the glass. McConnell's got 5.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And the scary thing is, Hachimura is going to keep getting better. Games like this prove how special he can be.
A look from Holiday, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Holiday's got 10 points here in the second half. Washington has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And he gets it to go.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Pacers shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Now here's LeVert. Defense right on him. And Turner kicks to LeVert from the arc. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Washington calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
No script, no acting, when we see that action, round of applause, standing ovation, I stand over who hating because if we gotta crash and keep up for the occasion, I'm a boss though, and I'm content with my ways for what it costs. I'm about my business in every way, can't take no loss. I'ma keep winning until that day I'm Wi-Fi, throwing up billions right in my way. They want my way, they want my way, they want my way, they want my way, they heard I'm straight.
So both teams making some changes here.
Taking a look at some stats for Lamb, his last 10 games, he's averaging 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The Pacers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's McConnell. Makes it off the glass. McConnell's got 4 points this quarter.
TJ McConnell.
1:37 left in the third quarter. That's a 2 from Matthews, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Here's McConnell. He's got 7. Pass to Turner. McConnell with it. He's covered by Westbrook. Inside, Turner. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Turner's got 23.
Boy, when Turner gets it rolling now, he can be a dominant scorer.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Holiday, the pass to Turner. Outside, Lamb. Back to Turner. Here's McConnell. And a little luck that time, but it drops. McConnell's got 9.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Westbrook. Again, the Wizards score.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Westbrook, and Holiday kicks to Lamb. Turner passes to Holiday. And finished off by McDermott.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. And so they foul intentionally.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Washington Wizards. Offensively, this has been his best game of the season. This is the most points he's scored all year. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Jeremy Lamb. McDermott is out there with Martin. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. Holiday finds Lamb. There's the steal. And here they come. Here's Bunga. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now Lopez. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but
yes.
I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
One shot.
The Wizards shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Pulls up on the wing, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Bitadze with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Out of bounds, Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Jakar Sampson's checked in for the Pacers.
Jakar Sampson.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Count that bucket.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Swiped it away. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. Kept alive. Count it. Good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Winston. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Here's Holiday. He kicks to Sampson. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists in the game.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Winston. A rebound by Bitadze. Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for Aaron Holiday. The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Shoots it. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Winston's got 4 points this quarter. The Pacers shooting it really well, 54% from the floor. Lamb against Robinson. High post try. Again, Indiana.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Here's Winston. Tries again, and Washington again with the bucket.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Fires from 14. Winston's shot is good. The Pacers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. To the paint. Here's Sumner. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
It's good.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
The Pacers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Here's Sumner. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. And the Wizards with possession. Here's Winston. Baseline try. A rebound by Bitadze.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Sampson's shot, good.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And Indiana shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Now the Wizards with it. Here's Gafford. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now. And there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend,
And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Lopez up top. That's tipped. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
Cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because I think they're on to something. We could get that, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer.
Aggressiveness is what helps Lamb be able to draw these fouls.
At the line for the Pacers, Jeremy Lamb. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Lamb.
I really believe the more playing time that Lamb gets, the better he'll become. He still has the potential, in my mind, to be a very solid player in this league.
And Lamb drops them both. Here's Winston. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position has changed?
You think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And again, the turnover by the Wizards. The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The 3-ball hits it from three-point range.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Here's Winston, guarded by Holiday. The 10-footer. Winston's shot is good. Winston's got 12 now in this quarter. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Sumner, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's Winston. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Winston's got 14 points now in the second half. Passes to Sumner. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Off target with the open look. The Wizards shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Obvious checked in for Robin Lopez. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pacers. Outside, Martin. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
tournament. That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Now, here's Avdia. Tight defense on him. And again, Washington, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
It's Martin on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 8th assist here tonight. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Gafford. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Gafford's got 4 this quarter.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here's Holiday. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
One shot.
Free throw, good, Holiday. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And, Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've gotten a front court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just 1 miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Here's Gafford, and Washington again with the bucket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Wizards.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Beal.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're up by 48. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
They had not been playing very good basketball coming into this game. And that's when a team needs its star players to step up and stop the bleeding, just like he did tonight. And Washington has possession. Here's Winston. The 10-footer finds the target.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Nice shot by McDermott.
I think he's got to keep working on his interior game. Doug McDermott showing he wants to be more than just an outside shooter.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Winston, no good. That's a 2 from Martin. Hutchison with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Bradley, congrats on the win. We saw your parents in the stands and your mom was cheering you on. I know it's much more fun when you win in front of the home crowd and in front of the family.
It's always good to have my parents in the building. I can always hear her no matter where she may be, but she was right on the floor, and she gave me a few tips while I was out there too. So it's always good when my family's here.
Mom always knows best, right? Congratulations on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.